Yep, that's working. We're up. Oh, thank God, we're finally back. All right, we're back. Hang on, just going to make sure this doesn't interfere. What a pain in the butt that was. I was trying to get my stream up to run. It took ages to get it going. The power went out for over half an hour. Just painful. Got it done though, so we're on. Can you see anything yet? Hang on. It should be running through properly. Yes, it is. Awesome. Focus on live stream. Get ads for you. Okay, now whatever do you reckon? So we're back. I'll get the docs running. Stats, YouTube, live control, chat. Hopefully you guys will catch on to it and come back. Docs, auto, scenes, custom browser, and we need stats. We don't need stats. We need doc, control panel. Should pop up here. Okay. Connected. Excellent. Okay, views, none. Okay, turn on, focus live stream, add, insert ads. Okay, that'll do, whatever. YouTube will insert ads. Oh, great, that's great. Okay, so a few things went wrong. G'day, guys. G'day, guys, we're back. I hope you have had a great half an hour or so. The power went out, completely just dropped out. I tried bringing it back, and nothing happened. So the wort has dropped down to 80 degrees Celsius while we were waiting. I'm just waiting for it to get back up to 100. The grandfather hasn't reconnected to the app properly. So now I have to manually change the sequences it's got to run at. It's at 91 degrees Celsius, so we've got about 9 degrees to go to get it back up. And I really appreciate you coming back. Unfortunately, somehow, hang on, I'll skip that. Ads will start, skip ad. There we go. It was going to automatically do an ad. So somehow ads started popping up. So YouTube has just done something else that's different than normally out of the ordinary. Whew. Okay. Stressful. Don't know why it stresses me out. It was only a spontaneous live stream anyway. So why am I worried? But we're back. Everything's running again. All right. Now, if you haven't seen this stream from when it dropped out, there are numerous things that happened. Basically, the power went out, dropped out the power. I have made, hang on, there's a chat there, but it's not showing me anything. Hang on, load live chats, that's better. Andy, workshop back here. You back? I'm back. You're back. Thank you, mate. Thanks for dropping back Andy's do-it-yourself or workshop and DIY. Appreciate you coming back. Cheers. All right. This is just so bad. We're at wharf lock time. Once the boiler gets back up to 100 degrees Celsius, I will drop the wharf lock in there. I will stir it up and boil it for 15 minutes. At the same time, I'm going to put the lid back on and put my what do you call it? My where is it? Counterflow chiller. I'm going to put my counterflow chiller in and sterilize it and get it ready to go. What I was talking about before the power went out was the counterflow chiller will be running into my drain system. I have a sink system here. If you haven't seen my videos on YouTube on making this or building this, I have a series of shed builds on YouTube that haven't been shared. Something going on with my camera over here too. That have been shared on how I built this shed and what I've done in this shed altogether. Sorry guys. Hey. Oh, hang on, this is working now. Video. It's got 1% charge. How about I turn it off, even though it's charging, and let the bloody thing charge. The camera went flat, so the ambient camera, or the widescreen camera, the rear one, has, while it's sitting around doing nothing and the power went out, it went flat on me. Alright, 94 degrees, 95 degrees. I'll pop the lid on for a bit, just to let the heat stay in there for a bit to get that heat up and try and get it boiled again. Guys, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. It's been half an hour or so. The power went out, and it's knocked my brewing right out of whack. Hopefully it doesn't ruin my beer. We'll soon find out. We'll find out when it happens, when time comes. Yeah, it's knocked my bloody equilibrium out too. I don't know where I am now. I've got to get the grain farmer working again. Okay, I've got to get the grain farmer working again. Grain farmer's working. Heating is 8%. I don't know what 8% means. Connected control box automatically adjusts the target temperature. 10%. Okay, so does that mean it's 10% away? Oh yeah, it's climbing now. What's going on here? Okay, something's happening on grain farmer. Have a look at that. It's climbing. I don't know what it's doing. It's 18% at the moment. 20%. Does that mean it's checking, it's actually connected now and it's starting to connect and work? Or the connect trouble automatically adjust the target temperature to boil. Once the boil temperature has reached the boil time, it can be started. After boil stages, control counterflow chill. Use counterflow chiller to cool water and transfer to fermenter. So we're 3 degrees away from boiling. So I'll put the Warflock tablet in a minute. You know, it's really sad. I actually had 22 viewers when the power went out. Now I've got 3. I'm glad you guys are the loyal ones that come back. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Getting tired now. I need to finish. Okay. 98 degrees. So, oh, that's hot. Oh, dickhead. Yow! I'm going to pop Warflock in there now. And Warflock is dissolving. Let that dissolve completely. There it is there, just dissolving away. Must be something in there that makes that dissolve. What the Warflock does, I don't know if you guys know, is it is like a protein grabber. It grabs the proteins and pulls it to the bottom. So when you put the Warflock in, it grabs all the proteins that are floating around. You give it a good twirl in a circular motion so that the beer itself, or the wort itself, is what do you call it? Controlled or running in a circle like a whirlpool, and the Warflock will grab hold of all the proteins, and the weight of it will pull it down as you do the whirlpool, and the whirlpool will center the bits and pieces of proteins into the middle of your actual boiler, which really is good. So the reason why we put a Warflock in at 15 minutes to end the boil is so that it sanitizes the Warflock and also gives it time to actually grab hold of all the proteins in there. So I'll just swirl that around, get a bit of a whirlpool going. And I'll put the lid on, and I'm going to start the counterflow chiller sanitizing. That sits in here. What I'll do is I'll just quickly pump out a couple of mil of fluid, just to make sure the chillers, the pipe's cleaned out of any kind of weird fluid. Will take a few seconds to come through. Hey Andy, hopefully more will jump back in. Right, that's it. Pop that through here, and this will just sanitize everything. Yep, I get you. Alright, so that's going to sanitize the whole thing now, just by running fluid, hot 100 degrees fluid right through the whole counterflow chiller. Now I need to, how can I change this so I can actually do 15 minutes? So we're at 60 minutes. It's going to boil. It could boil over, so I've got to be careful. I've got to run that for 15 minutes, and then we'll start the counterflow. situation. Yeah, that's hot now. Feel that? That's good. Yeah, Andy's Workshop and Do It Yourself or DIY. Hopefully more will jump back in. Yeah, I hope so too, on mate. What's brew day without a hiccup? That's the Hop Cartel. Yeah. What's brew day without a hiccup? Yeah. I'm glad it all came back. So hopefully, I don't think it's going to stitch it back because I couldn't find the original stream that I did. So I don't think it's going to stitch it back. But I am recording this. Am I actually recording this? Probably should check that. Eh? Yep. I am recording this, so I will be putting together a video from this live stream. No problems. Andy's Workshop and Do It Yourself, DIY. The Hop Cartel, yeah, there's usually something that comes up on brew day. There usually is. Especially in Australia when the power goes out, eh? I hear Americans have more issues with power cuts than we do. Anyway. Alright, so it's been going for 2 minutes. How come it's cooling down now? It's got 98 degrees Celsius. Oh, because of the counterflow chiller. Yeah, I'm going to run this for 15 minutes. And now, while I'm waiting, I'm going to have to empty my fermenter. I'm so lost at the moment. I have to reassess where I am at in my head. Because everything was just flowing so nicely right until then. So my what do you call this? What is it? Not Firmzilla. What was I want to call it? Firmzilla. My Apollo. Just get all the sanitizer out. I do have a spray bottle of sanitizer as well. I always spray things down just in case I touch something that shouldn't have been touched before I put it back together. That's ready to go. What else do I need to do? Get the yeast ready and the coconut ready. So we've got now the coconut I cooked. I don't know if you guys or whoever's come back. Good on you, thank you. A coconut is roasted. I roasted that probably about a week ago now to get ready for this, and I got distracted. I have soaked my sock in sanitizer, so I now shall pull that out and get rid of the excess sanitizer and fill my sock up with, I'm going to put it in there before we put everything else in there, with the coconut. Can you see? You probably can't see what I'm doing there. I'll pop it over here. There you go. So I'm just going to pour all this coconut into my sock, my hop sock. Now, like I said, I've soaked this in for over an hour now in sanitizer, so we won't have any issues with bacteria getting in for sure. I hope not, anyway. And there's also, I've got to put some golden syrup in as well. There you go, done. We'll close the lid on that. And we'll throw that in now so that we don't have issues later. So there you go. Hop socks in with the coconut. And I just need to add golden syrup, which I'll do now as well. Pardon me. Let's go. What? What's that? Oh, you reached 100 again. No, you calm down. Primary, secondary, tertiary. Extras, additional carbonic lactic acid. Haven't got that. Coconut spread is possible. Mashed chips, hops. Golden syrup goes in. Late addition. Late addition. How's a late addition mean? Do I have to pour it into the... Does it matter? Guess it doesn't. Alright, golden syrup is 0.18 kilograms. So 180 mil. 180 gram. It can be poured straight into the thing. So I'll grab some golden syrup. Be back. Won't be too long. I'm back. Gold syrup. Had this for a little bit. This was used for the last one I did. It should still be good. How do I measure it? I'll have to get a measure. What I do is I'll measure the weight of the actual container. It's 212 grams. We need 180 grams. So I'll pour it in. Until it's nearly empty, and keep measuring the weight of it once I'm done. Alright, what's happening, I'm getting a bit of a boil over at the moment. I'm turning the heat down so it stops boiling too much. There we go. Calm it down a bit. It's about 30% of the boil time. It's trying to keep it at 100 degrees and boil vigorously, but it's actually over boiling it and giving me a bit of an overboil at the moment. So I'll just keep that down a little bit. Try and reduce the amount of overflow happening. So 173. So we just keep putting it in. Pardon me. Measure that. 113, so that's 100 grams. Well, I actually might need more. I think there's enough. Oh no, it's about right. I must have just put the whole lot in. Who cares? It's not going to be a great problem. Great big problem. Okay, so I'll bring that back up. Get the boiling rate back up. You can see it's still bubbling in there, so that's still doing its job. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming back to the stream. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can stitch these together because I didn't save the last stream. What can you do? So we're down to 91 grams, and there was 216. So there's no way I've got enough in there. So we're at 100 and... I really thought that that this bottle wouldn't weigh so much, but it actually does weigh a bit. Okay, well that's not good to me. I'll have to find another bottle. Measured at weight, 216, so we're looking at 81.976. So that's 136 grams I put in. I need another 50 grams at least. I'll be back. I'll see if I can find it. Is that better? Sorry. Thank you very much for letting me know. I didn't even click that I had turned off my mic for some reason. Sorry guys, no sound, no sound. I wasn't reading, I wasn't paying attention. What I've done is just, if you saw it, I've hooked up the water to my counterflow chiller and I'm running it through, cooling it down, hopefully it's going to go down to about 80 degrees to 70 degrees Celsius, and then once it gets to there, I should be able to start transferring it to the fermenter. So my fermenter is here. You can't see it. I might actually aim the camera to that so you can see what's going on. Look, like I said, I'm a little bit distracted over what's going on, so it's a pain in the butt. It's 85 degrees already. It's dropping very quickly. It's dropped really quick. Our water must be very, very cold here. Okay, I'm going to just quickly change the pipe over. Drop that in here. This should actually be... Oh, it's cold. It's running cold, very cold. Okay, so our water's very cold here. So I'm dropping it in. And we'll just let it run. Unfortunately, I didn't do a whirlpool at the end, which means that they're going to get bits in there. But who cares, really? Okay. Now, while that's doing that, I'm going to mix that in a bit with the golden syrup. Get that off it. That's better. And we need to air that out. Golden syrup, I'm going to put the yeast in at the same time. This is it here. Throw a bit of sanitizer on it. Might as well do it now while it's filling up. Yeast will activate eventually. Cut that. This is the yeast. I'm being quick because I want to get this done. This is going to go into my fermentation chamber. That's the yeast. I'll sprinkle that in now because it helps to stir it. Pardon me. When you do that. Andy's workshop, do it yourself. Sound is back. Thank you. Andy, do it yourself. Oh my God, Andy's workshop, DIY. I appreciate you putting your input. That's awesome. You've helped me out. I wouldn't have noticed that if you didn't say anything. Excuse me. Oh, the Hop Cartel. Sorry, I did. Yes, it's Anzac Biscuit Ale. I just realised you wrote that. Sorry about that. Yeah, the first stream dropped out because of power cut, and I'm trying to sew this together and make it work. Just transferring the Anzac Ale now. It's quite cold, and I'm going to put this in the fermentation chamber for a few days to ferment. So 8 days, I forgot what it was again. It's 5 days at 18 degrees, 2 days at 20 degrees, 3 days at -1, and aging is 7 days at 2 degrees. If that makes sense. Don't know why. I guess it's cold crashing, -1. I didn't know you could do that. It doesn't freeze, I suppose. It's pretty unusual. So yeah, with this video, guys, I am going to stitch this together outside of YouTube, and I'm going to actually edit it to make it work as a all-grain beer, and post it as a separate video later on. So appreciate you sticking around and coming back. It's really good of you. I've already had one of you guys sign up. Thank you very much, guys, for signing up onto Patreon as a free member. If you guys are interested, jump on there, become a free member, have a look and see what you can get out of it. It's free, so why worry about it? Who cares? Subscribing to Autobarn. What the bloody hell am I talking about? Subscribing to Simple Homebrew is awesome of you to do that. very awesome that you have subscribed to Simple Homebrew. I'm getting tired. Just have a laugh. It's alright. I'm having a laugh. Not really. So I'll be stopping this stream in about... Once this is full and I've set it all up for the fermentation chamber. Glad you can't see what I'm just doing then. I won't show you all that. I haven't got cameras to show you anyway. It won't. I can't get them to that point to show you where they are. But we're there. We're nearly there. So, like I said, if you only just joined me, look, it was a long-term 4-hour video. It was going to be until the power went out, and unhappily, I lost connection with the internet for about an hour, for about 35 minutes, and now we're back. If you haven't heard, Granny's back. Almost beer time. Almost beer o'clock. Oh my God. Thank you. Cool. Sound is back. I am heading off to, at risk of repeating myself, which I am, I'm heading off to Gab's Beer Festival in Melbourne. Great Australian Beer Spectacular at the, what do you call it? The Sound, at the showgrounds in Melbourne. There on the 21st, on Friday, bringing a couple of mates, taking a few stickers to give away, and just want to meet you guys out there if I can. That'd be awesome. If you're going, that is. You know, just make yourself known. Give me a tap on the shoulder and say, hey, Pierre, love your channel, or like your channel, or hate your channel. Whatever you want. I don't care. Alright, where we're at. She's going. It's really hard to see. The problem with these, this system is it's hard to see what's going on. I will now take a sample as well. Where's my... Here it is. Quickly spray that. Sorry, I've got to get a gravity. Alright, we'll just quickly grab a sample. I missed. That's it there. How's it looking? It's actually pretty clear, isn't it, for what it is? We'll get a beer reader, gravity reader. King of the loop. We'll throw it out and see what it comes up with. Oh, bouncing around. What do we got? Alright, we're at 1052. 1052 is the original gravity, or starting gravity. That is actually really good. It fermented well. Let's see what it tastes like, shall we? This is before we added the coconut and everything else. Smells beery. Tastes great. It's very, 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 very nice. I can drink that as a soft drink. That's good. It's very much like a wheat. A small amount of bitterness. Very nice. What did I say? 1052. Awesome. I think the original gravity should have been 1042. So we're actually over by 10 points. Is that because it sat for an extra half an hour and not boiling? No, that shouldn't be right. No, that can't be right because it's about mashing. We've got 15 litres. We've got another 10 litres or so to go. Oh, 6 litres, 7 litres. Yeah, anyway. It's coming out smashing. Yes. Very happy with it. And I'm getting a mostly clear beer coming out too. I mean, there's a lot of sediment in there. But once I shake it and stir it all up, it should be fine. Alright, okay. That looks sensational, mate. It does look sensational. I'm very happy with it. It looks great. Thank you, Andy, and the Hop Cartel. Rob Lee, hey, good to see you again, mate. Hi, mate. Just did the Morgan's Great Northern. Looking forward to drinking it. Morgan's Great Northern. Now, I did that a while back, and it didn't come out like a Great Northern. it came out a bit different. What was wrong with it? I don't think there was anything wrong with it, Rob. Oh, by the way, I just had some of your brandy that you made. It's very, very nice. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, Great Northern. I did a Great Northern clone, and it didn't really taste like the Great Northern. Hopefully yours does. Nearly at 18 litres now. The water's still pumping. How much work have we got left? Should have a bit. Whoop! You donkey. Ah. Well, it looks like I need a wetback now. How about I just leave things alone until it stops working? Bloody hell. I'm an idiot. Just dropped it all over my foot. Yeah, we're looking about getting to 23 litres. Hopefully we'll get there. At 10.52, but ferments down to 10.10, we should get about 4, maybe 5.7% or something like that. Should be pretty good, I reckon. Yeah, I think so. After this, I've got to cook dinner. How's that? $20 litres. So if you guys missed the last video, the one that dropped out, hopefully it'll pop up soon, or they'll connect it together. I'm not sure how it all works. I did a tasting on the Munton's flagship rich, velvety, creamy milk stout, and told you how I like it, and it's very, very nice. 21.5. Still pumping, still got a lot of fluid coming out, so might get 23. I reckon we will. I'm going to have to take this up, give it a good shake to get some oxygen in it. When you boil wort and boil the crap out of it, you end up getting no oxygen in the wort. And when you transfer it into a fermenter, there's hardly any oxygen in there. So what I'm going to have to do is pop the lid on in a sec. I mean, the yeast is already in there because I'm trying to mix it up as I go. Pop the lid on in a sec. We're nearly at 23 litres now. I will stop it at 23 because I don't need to be more than that. Right, we're at 23. How much wort's left? It's nearly... Oh, I might just leave it. It's only about a litre left. Might as well leave it and let it keep going. There we go. It stopped on its own. So 23.5 litres I got out of that. There's a lot of clear fluid coming out of the tube at the moment. We'll turn off the water. I'll push the lid on. Pop the screwball lid on. Hello, what have I done wrong? That's it there, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Oh, I've got to put a pill in there, or something else. See how strong these things are. Okay, that's mixed it. I'm going to pop a pill in there as well. I know, actually, I know this is calibrated. Hopefully it'll work this time. But the light should come on, shouldn't it, when you tilt it to play with it? Shouldn't they? Or do they not have a light that comes on? I don't know. Maybe not. I'm going to use the tilt. Now, tilt is another implement that I'll use at the start. It's a Bluetooth system. I mean, I know what the gravity is, but I want to see how it ferments down. Where's my tilt gone? Okay, this is what happens when you don't keep things tidy. I mean, I can drop it in and see what happens. I haven't calibrated that one. This is the only one I've calibrated. Nice to celebrate a calibrate. So, sanitizer. You can't see what I'm doing here. Throw it in. Put the lid back on and we'll see if it actually works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. I've had issues with these pills anyway, so done. Okay, the pill is in and it's floating weird. That could be what the issue is. I think it's not right. Done. I'm going to pop it in the fermentation fridge now and pop a strap around it to keep it hot, and also a probe in the center to keep it cold, to make sure it stays at the fermentation of 18 degrees Celsius for 5 days, and go from there. So guys, thank you very much for supporting the channel, watching what's going on here. Really appreciate you sticking around or coming back. What did you just see? Oh, Sam, sorry. You're back. I saw it. Oh, I just saw it. Just Sam. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I'm back. But I'm now about to go. Sorry about that. I've been at it for probably, I don't know, half an hour, 50 minutes now for this bit. The power went out, Sam. I really appreciate you being here and coming back. Really, really great of you. Really great of you guys to pop back in and say hi. Cheers, guys. Have a great couple of weeks. I've got a few videos coming up soon. One's a wine video, one's a tasting video, and one's a video like this one. And we will see you again soon. Cheers. If you don't remember, please subscribe and please give me a thumbs up. Cheers, guys.